Indiana Fever beat the Connecticut Sun. That's not really the story here. They won 85-77. That's not the story here, man. Look, I'm pissed. I'm pissed, bro. Yo, these refs are trash, bro. Caitlin Clark done got hurt again. The groin again, bro. Like, oh my God. Man, I'm so tired of it, bro.
Breaking news. Caitlin Clark just took another hard hit from destiny. Literally. The Queen of Threes may be facing a timeout, not from strategy, but from sheer bad luck. Social media? Already in chaos. Did the refs forget their whistles in a tub of butter? Was that a foul or a full-blown spiritual cleansing? Either way, All-Star Weekend just lost some of its shine. Stay tuned as we break down what really went down, who's catching heat, and why Angel Reese is probably somewhere laughing in emojis.
Stephanie White, congratulations. Amber Cox, way to go. Kelly Krauskopf, you did it, girl. You really did it. Way to rush Caitlin Clark back from injury time after time after time after time. To the point where she's tearing and crying on the court because she felt something in her groin. You three ladies couldn't manage a kid's lemonade stand.
The WNBA is teetering one ankle roll away from an extinction-level event. It's all just minor injuries, until the league's generational torchbearer is hobbling off the court like she stepped on a Lego mid-anthem. Suddenly, everyone's wide-eyed and stunned, pretending they weren't just hyping up a gladiator showdown dressed up as basketball.
Had a little bit of everything, but if I had one word to describe all of it, it would be painful. All right, painful. And this was painful. In case you guys did not notice, because Caitlin Clark was struggling at times, especially with her shot. Now, she was grabbing rebounds, getting assists when Stephanie White wasn't pulling her out of the game. I mean, she's never going to get a rhythm if she keeps getting nonsensically big.
Caitlin Clark isn't just part of the WNBA. She's the ratings, the merch, the headlines, the drama, the box office, and the no refunds clause all in one. So when she tweaks a knee, sprains a wrist, or gets launched into the bleachers while the ref practices mime, the entire league collectively gasps. And yet, instead of treating her like the billion-dollar franchise player she is, they got her out there getting ragdolled like it's WWE night, and she forgot to pack the steel chair.
I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on anymore, guys.
Looks like she's in pain after that pass.
Bro, she looked like, bro, she was in tears. She was in tears, y'all. Like, in tears. Like, it's like she knows that this is a real serious thing, man. This sucks.
And here we are again. Another injury, another courtside seat with an ice pack, another wave of gasps from casual fans who only just learned the Indiana Fever exists. But let's be real. This isn't just about a bump or a bruise. This is about a league handed a gold mine and showing up with a plastic shovel. Caitlin Clark shouldn't be logging 38 minutes a night like she's serving a sentence, not building a legacy.
Re-injures her groin. I really do feel sorry for this kid, man, because she didn't put all of this pressure on her. Y'all did. You know, the shit that I don't like is you had a lot of content creators talking about, oh, I don't think she's injured. I don't know what's wrong with her because she's definitely not injured. Because obviously they don't know what it's like to have a groin injury. And I'm not going to go into detail of what it's like as a ball player to have a groin injury. I already made a video on that. You should go check it out. And I was afraid that this was going to happen. That injury probably started off being right between a grade 1 and a grade.
Caitlin Clark should be managed with care, monitored, protected, bubble-wrapped between quarters. Instead, she's taking hits from elbows, knees, and outdated officiating. At this point, the idea of her sitting out isn't dramatic, it's smart business. Because if the WNBA wants a glimpse of life without its biggest star, it might get it. And that version looks like silence, empty seats, and tanking ratings. If Clark goes, so does the momentum, the viewers, the merch, the viral moments, the sparkle. Call what could have been the league. This isn't about drama. It's about value. And that kind of value shouldn't be left to battle for loose balls while someone swings an elbow like they're in a bar fight. If the league won't protect its biggest asset, maybe it's the league that needs to take a seat and figure it out.
Injury in the preseason, you rush her back to put on a show in Iowa. Oh, great. Good job. You sit her the rest of the preseason. She plays in the regular season. She injures her quad again, re-injures her quad again. You guys sit her. DeWanna Bonner takes your money and runs. You guys are panicking. Oh my God, what are we going to do? Let's bring Caitlin Clark back, quick from injury, again. Oh, great job. Stephanie White in her brilliance. Oh, there's only 40 seconds left in the Seattle Storm game. Sweet. Caitlin, get in there. Oh, now we injure our groin. Oh, great job. You guys are really crushing it this year.
Don't even get me started on the officiating. Defenders are playing Caitlin like it's NFL preseason. One night, she's hip-checked into the Gatorade. The next, she's triple-teamed off-screen, while the whistle stays silent. They call it physical defense. At this point, if they were any more hands-on, they'd need a lease. Indiana's running her like a shift worker, chasing wins and forgetting why people are tuning in. It's not for X's and O's. It's because Clark makes the game feel electric. The injuries hurt, but the real damage is deeper. Exhaustion from carrying a league and catching blame for its every flaw. It's the most thankless job in sports.
If Stephanie White keeps doing this to Caitlin Clark, she's going to ask for a trade. Eventually. There's no way around it. You can tell she's unhappy. It's not, whatever it is Stephanie White is doing is not working for Caitlin Clark. But at this point, when I say the word painful, this is where we're going to start. This is potentially a disaster for the city of Indianapolis, the Indiana Fever. They're hosting the All-Star game. We just found out Caitlin Clark was going to be in the three-point contest. And this is her right here. You can see her. Let me turn this down. She's grabbed.
If she scores, she's selfish. If she passes, she's scared. If she falls, she's soft. If she fights back, she's arrogant. The rules change every night, and she still delivers. She showed up, filled arenas, took hits, made headlines, and kept going. While teammates missed shots, refs missed calls, and the league posted slogans instead of solutions. Caitlin Clark is the show. Now that she might be out, the panic's real. All-Star buzz is gone. Merch stalled. The clips stopped. And no one's sharing Team X beats Team Y. It wasn't noise. It was momentum. And without her, the silence is loud.
Say the refereeing in the WNBA has to be fixed. This is something that has been a problem since Caitlin stepped in the league, and I already know it's been a problem before she got to the league. But the league is clearly shown time and time again that they are not ready for Caitlin Clark's stardom. They're not ready for the crowd she brings. They're not ready for the revenue she brings. This girl is supposed to be at a CBA meeting in about 2 days. And the fact that she gets injured and 40 seconds to go in a meaningless game against a bottom-feeding Connecticut Sun team, it gets to a point where it's like somebody has to step in.
The WNBA wanted growth and got in one player. But instead of protecting her, they let her get battered while preaching balance. Fans don't tune in for balance. They tune in for greatness. And if that greatness is on the bench with an ice pack, what's left? This was the league's moment, and they dropped it. Caitlin didn't need the WNBA. The WNBA needed Caitlin. Let her rest. Let her heal. Let the league sit with what it lost. Maybe next time, they'll protect the spark before it burns out. Until then, it's just reruns.
Let's be realistic. I want Caitlin Clark to play. You want Caitlin Clark to play. Everybody wants Caitlin Clark to play. And while she was out, we were all crying for Caitlin Clark to come back. We are fans of basketball, and fans of basketball like to see good players play basketball. So obviously, we all wanted her to be back because the Fever are better when she's out there. Today, she was plus 21 on the court. When Erin McDonald was in place of Caitlin Clark, she was -9. Caitlin Clark had the best plus minus on the court, even while she shot it bad from the field. Now, she did show up in that fourth quarter, and she was the reason why the Fever were able to get the win. They were looking terrible for the first 5 minutes of the fourth quarter where Caitlin Clark wasn't in the game, and then she comes in and they
brutal.
That's all you can say, and the look on Caitlin Clark's face said it all after she clearly tweaked her groin in the Fever win over the Connecticut Sun in what has been an injury-riddled season for Clark. And whether it was pain or frustration or a combination of both, you could see it weighing on her. Now, she had snapped at a referee earlier. She had held her head down in the midst of her shooting slump. So maybe some of this is just all of that coming to a head, especially knowing that All-Star Weekend is coming up from Indianapolis.